rappers in hibernation, they're hiding away to retirement, they're racing. It's funny like a pie in the face and devastating. Made a mistake and you waiting, debating, facing your fate and creating, hating, raping, imitating, degrading, breaking your place and taking your safe and taking your paper, paying for faking. This is history in the making, but wait, spit at the cops, I'm resisting arrest. They wanna see me fry like a chicken wing in the breast. The truth is behind closed doors, I'm a bit of a sissy, singing love ballads to bitches like Lionel Richie.
Alright, what's up y'all? DNA versus Arsonal. Came out and Don't Flop, happened about, actually just a few days ago actually. 27th of April it was. That event went down in London. I watched it, and it's time for the breakdown. Let's go. Alright, DNA went first. Arsonal won the coin toss and DNA went first. So he starts the battle, DNA starts off the battle, takes his hoodie off or whatever the fuck it is, and he has an Arsonal jersey underneath it, and the crowd goes crazy for it, even though Arsonal already did that shit against Shoddy Horror. But whatever, right? 3 bars into DNA's first round, I could already tell that the crowd is hype as fuck. I don't know if it was like this for every battle, but just for this one at least so far, they were really fucking hype. Which can be a bad thing sometimes, because that make them more liable to react to the whack lines, which kind of happened in this battle. DNA was just spitting some like setups, and not even setups, just some early bars, and they were just reacting to him for some reason. Shit that didn't deserve reaction, so I guess you gotta find that middle ground between a crowd like at Summer Madness 2, which is way too volatile to the battlers, and one like happened at Checkpoint for Don't Flop, which is way too I don't want to say positive for the battlers, but I don't know, they just react too much, give them too much credit for shit that they don't deserve, I guess. Alright, back to DNA's first round. He said some okay lines like you can't throw up blood because you a Crip, talking about if he threw up, if you can't throw up blood because you a Crip. Talking if she's retarded, talking about his own mom. It might explain why I spit so well. So those were the only 2 lines I was like, those are okay lines, It seemed like his first round was below average. Almost seemed like he was playing defense the entire round, trying to predict what Arsonal was gonna say. Don't talk about my, you can talk about my tooth, you gonna talk about my battle with K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? And there was just nothing hot in that round at all. That his first round was just so not what you would expect from DNA when you see him go to the Don't Flop or King of the Dot. But the funniest part of DNA's first round, maybe of the entire battle, he's finishing his round and he starts to go to his slogan. Round 1 is getting hot in here, and that's all the crowd knows. And then this in between shit, and so he starts saying, round 1 is getting hot in here. The crowd says it, and it's like the crowd's like, round 1 is getting hot in here. Y'all know my get him the fuck out of here. And they totally butchered his slogan, and it was fucking hilarious. Alright, Arsonal's first round. I thought he had a very good first round. The crowd overhyped some of his bars as they did for DNA. But overall, his first round was just way more powerful than DNA's was. His performance was better. His aggression was like at an all-time high that I've never seen Arsonal being that aggressive to an opponent, at least. There wasn't a lot of quotables in his first round, but the substance he was spitting was dope. The one line that I did like, or one quotable, saying, you would turn into a vampire versus daylight because it was hard for you to sunshine. I like that shit a lot. But man, DNA easily lost that first round. Arsonal got that first round. So, alright, second round on DNA. Comes out a lot stronger this round, because it seems like he's no longer playing defense anymore. He's actually talking about Arsonal, going at, talking shit about Arsonal. The first game about the breakdown of Arsonal and some of the opponents he faced, like working that in intricately and with wordplay and shit like that. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, he was like, O.J. Simpson got put behind bars for trying to bring Jersey back. I thought that shit was dope. I don't know if a lot of people got that, at least there anyway, because O.J. Simpson got arrested, put behind bars for trying to get some of his own memorabilia back that he sold, or someone stole it from him and he was trying to get it back. All you cats can get your bone shown when that X-ray. I thought that shit was pretty dope. And I bet this Manchester drop when my shotty spit. I like that shit a lot too. His second round was pretty good. It was a big step up from that first round when he was just trying to predict and protect himself from everything Arsonal might say, which totally did not work at all for DNA. Arsonal still won that first. He had some bars, and he started doing pretty good. All right, round 2, Arsonal. His second round doesn't have a lot of punches to start, at least. But the first, I don't know how many bars was it, 20 bars or so. He doesn't really have any punchlines, but I guess he's just showing you why he's a dope rapper, because those lines were like heavy hitting, but they're like, this shit's kind of nice right now, He breaks down DNA's name, Eric. He's gonna put him in the ERIC. So many people have done that before, and it's funny because this went down the 27th, right, of April, and Shotgun battled Bill Collector on the 20th of April. Also use the same ERIC lines. Like, these lines are too common to be dope anymore. When you triangles, you can't say these lines. They're just too common. So I wasn't feeling that. If you could use it in a different context, I guess it could be dope. Like, Shotguns was doper than Arsonal's was versus DNA, but it could be like a hit and miss thing. If you're gonna use a line or renovate it or whatever you want to call it, you gotta make it interesting. Just not use the same common line that people have been using. Anyway, you thought I lost words because I crossed words. It's that easy to puzzle you. That shit was dope. He did a DNA and Dan. That's all the ways you can switch those letters around. And he said I ruzzled you. I've heard that before too against DNA. Roan did some shit like that, I think. He took another shot at Smack. He had a Beyond Scared Straight scheme, which I thought was pretty cool. Second round by Arsonal, man, was another solid round from Arsonal. Just proves why he's the highest viewed battler, if not the highest viewed battler, or one of them of all time. It's pretty between him and Conceited, I think. But the second could go either way. I think I like DNA's second round a little bit more than Arsonal, so I gave him the second round. All right, final round. DNA's third starts out, spit a few bars, 4 or 8, around there, and he puts on a dreads wig. That was corny. Everything he did with that wig on was corny. I don't know why he did that. He talked about how Ars got on his knees versus Diz. I thought that was actually pretty funny. Talked about how Ars didn't bail out Sue Surf, which is kind of getting old, but if Charlie Clips gets locked up, I ain't leaving to London until he's leaving with me. That shit was dope. Not like anything intricate, but just loyalty line. DNA's third though seemed a little like didn't have much substance to it. It seemed like a lot of filler, to be honest with you. It was just a lot of filler, So Arsonal's third starts off spitting a lot of filler like DNA did in DNA's third. He took a shot at Joe Budden. He had a little video game scheme, or not video game, but controller, joystick, Xbox type of shit, Clips was right there, and he said, Arsonal says, yeah, Clips did that scheme, but mine was colder. Video game scheme, whatever you call it. I think I liked Clips better though. He said, I hit 2 bitches. She talk, I soccer, Mick Foley shit. I thought that shit was pretty dope. He spelled his name again. Eric is DNA's name, said emergency room intensive care. As soon as he was saying it, I got it, and I didn't like it, and then he broke it down to the crowd, and I didn't like that shit either. It wasn't hot the first time, it's not gonna be hot the second time, He said he was gonna clean DNA up, so he gave him a bag of deodorant and dental floss and toothpaste and that type of shit. Alright, and Arsonal finishes round, with his new slogan, I guess he picked up recently in the last few battles. Because he wasn't using that against Ilmac, or I think he might have did Clips, against Clips, I don't know. Anyway, his new slogan, My shit is real, my shit is raw, my shit is authentic, and you can't spell bars without putting the arse in it. It's cool, whatever. Anyway, this time, what he said was, my shit is real, my shit is raw, my shit is authentic, and you can't bite an apple without getting your tooth lost in it. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was pretty funny to me for whatever reason. I thought that shit was hilarious. I kind of just died when I heard that, because it's so simple, but it's funny. Third round, man, I had to give it to Arsonal. His round was stronger than DNA's round. DNA was just a lot of filler, doing corny shit like putting that wig on. Arsonal's round, he has some good shit in there. So I had to give that third round to Arsonal. First round I gave to Arsonal as well. Second I gave it to DNA, but that one could have easily gone to Arsonal. So I got Arsonal in this battle, 2-1, 3-0. It doesn't really matter, he won. So shout out to Arsonal. Maybe he'll be battling Hollahand at Vengeance. I know they've been having, not Vengeance, but World Domination 4. They've been having a little back and forth and shit recently anyway. So that's all I got for this video. Shout out to Don't Flop. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on Twitter at NickTheil, Facebook NickTheil, Instagram NickTheil, every form of social media NickTheil. You know what I'm saying? Vine NickTheil. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, like this video, subscribe, dislike. If you've seen the battle, tell me what your thoughts were on the battle, or who you thought won. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. So make sure you have a wonderful day. Arsonal is DNA, Don't Flop. I got Arch 3-0, 2-1. Like I said, it doesn't matter though. He won the battle, so just have a good day. So.
They always make me feel at home. Never leaving me alone. Never leaving me alone. I swear they love the drip, drip, drip. They don't forget my bones. They often long to bring me home. Never leaving me alone. Never leaving me alone. Whoa.